Welcome to LUMA Travel Benefit Explainers, where we break down the ins and outs of insurance for you. Today, we'll explore trip cancellation. I often see travelers who feel safe because they have trip cancellation insurance in their insurance plan, only to find out later that their specific reason for canceling isn't covered. It's a difficult situation to be in when you're already stressed. The truth is, trip cancellation insurance doesn't cover every change of plans. It is designed for things that are unforeseen, meaning things you could not have known would happen. Because this can be confusing, let's look at what this benefit actually does, and more importantly, where the coverage usually ends. When looking at the different policies available in the market today, most covered situations fall into three main categories. First, medical emergencies. This is the most common reason. If a doctor certifies that you are medically unfit to travel due to illness or injury, you are generally covered. This also applies to your immediate family back home. For example, if you are in Thailand and your parent in another country has a sudden serious accident, most quality policies will cover your non-refundable trip cancellation or interruption costs so you can go to them. The coverage follows the emergency involving your family, even if they aren't traveling with you. Second, natural disasters and home damage. This applies if a disaster happens at your destination that prevents you from continuing your scheduled trip. It also covers you if your main home is destroyed by fire, flood, or earthquake while you are away, requiring you to return immediately to handle the situation. And third, legal obligations. Depending on your plan, this specifically covers you if you are called for a witness, summons, or required to perform jury service. Since these are legal mandates that you can't ignore, insurance helps you recover your costs if they overlap with your travel dates. Now, why is coverage sometimes unavailable? It usually comes down to two simple factors: choice and knowledge. First, personal choice. If you choose not to go, maybe because you are too busy at work or you simply changed your mind, that is not covered. Second, known risks and pre-existing conditions. This refers to issues you already knew about. Let's say your parent has a heart condition and was hospitalized for it just a month before you booked your trip. If you then have to cancel because that same condition worsens, the insurer will likely view this as a known risk. Because the health issue was already unstable when you bought the policy, it isn't considered an unforeseen emergency. And third, general exclusions. Many standard policies do not cover things like pregnancy, mental health conditions, or government travel bans. Every policy is different here, so the details matter. To make sure you protect your coverage, keep these three expert tips in mind. 1. Timing windows. When you buy coverage is just as important as what you choose. While some plans have no restrictions, others have strict windows. For example, you might not be covered if you buy more than 30 days before your trip or less than 7 days before departure. Always purchase coverage before you are aware of any issues. 2. Always read the fine print. Plans aren't the same everywhere. Even with the same company, different tiers handle things differently. You need to check exactly when your protection actually starts. Some plans only help you once you physically started your journey, while others might not cover specific situations you might expect. Don't assume, verify. 3. Ask experts. If you aren't sure about a rule, ask a qualified insurance advisor. It is better to understand your coverage before you travel. Trip cancellation is there to give you peace of mind when the unexpected happens. By making sure you buy your policy at the right time and understanding what is covered and what isn't, especially regarding known risks, you can travel with confidence. Safe travels, and I hope your next journey goes exactly as planned. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next travel tip. Comment below with what you'd like to learn next, and follow us on social for more travel inspiration